If you're trying to grow your brand on social media, you're trying to grow your following, being consistent is very important. So if you're anything like me, we get busy. And so in order to stay consistent, one thing that I've started doing over the last few years is I like to batch a lot of the different things I do all together. So just the thought of having to try to wake up every single day, come up with an idea for content, then film the content, and then edit the content, and then post the content. The thought of doing that every single day is a nightmare. I would never in my life do that. I have went through where I tried to do that, and it was a nightmare. So that's what led me to being like, okay, there's got to be a better way to go about doing that. And so I started batching my content. Now, full disclaimer, I've never done an entire month of content in one day. And this is a month. Like, our plan is to do 30 pieces of content. And I'm going to let you guys know what time it is when we start and what time it is when we finish. I've done it where I filmed maybe 5 or 10 videos in one sitting, and that's smooth. Usually that takes maybe a couple hours or so, especially with short form content. And so what led to this was I was on Instagram a couple days ago, and I seen a post where this girl, she gave 30 ideas for different content that you can do for an entire month. So I started reading the ideas, and I thought, man, these are some good ideas. I could knock these out tomorrow. So I reached out to Malik. He's helping me film this, and now we're gonna run through everything. What I have with me is I got a camera for sure. The camera that I'm using is a Sony a7S III. If you don't have a fancy camera, I would just use your phone for these. Audio is important, I would say that. So I'm using some Comica mics. I'll put links in the description. I really love these. I've used a lot of different mics, and these are my favorite for like wireless mics. I got about 4 or 5 different outfits, so that way when I have my month of content, I don't want to be seen wearing the same thing over and over. And outfit changes can be simple, like brought a black hat, take this hat off, put the black hat on, take both hats off, no hat, throw the hoodie on, change my shirt, very simple. Get a lot of different looks all in one day. So hopefully this goes smooth. Stay tuned for some tips and tricks along the way. Welcome to the video. So camera settings for like when I do music videos is 24 frames per second. Don't ask me why, that's just what they've always done. So when I learn how to do it, I just follow the rule, right? That's what our eyes are used to seeing when we watch TV and movies. It looks that way. We're used to seeing it that way because that's the way they've always done it. So I do that in 24 frames per second, but with social media, they do 30 frames per second. So I got my camera, 30 frames per second. My shutter speed is double. I'm at 60. And then we got some cool lights and stuff just because I have it. This is a production studio. So if this looks cool to you and you're ever in the Lansing, Michigan area, check out crackhouse.studios.com. So we're about to knock out this first video. And here, let me give you some ideas. Here. Also, I'm gonna put a link in the description to take you straight to the same Instagram post that I'm following along with right here. So we're about 5 reels in right now. One thing that I realized, I've been on YouTube for over a decade. I'm definitely way stronger when it comes to like YouTube, long form, podcasting, long form. When it comes to short form videos, all I'm worried about is the whole talking as fast as I can, which is very not natural at all, because I like to be collected and have my thoughts, but then I know that here's 3 ways that you can do this. Here's 4 ways to blah, blah, blah. Here's blah, blah, blah. And so that's messing with me. But we got about 5 videos down. We started at 8 o'clock. So it's 8:20 right now. It's been 20 minutes. We got 5 videos. That's about 4 minutes a video. That's pretty good. I think I'm about to change my clothes, and then we may go to a different room in here. Because right now we're in the podcast studio area, and I'm thinking that maybe we go to the front. Yeah, like the front production room. We got a backdrop up there. That'd be cool. Great background. Also, a lot of her ideas are like, some of them it'll say carousel, and then, show 3 pictures of blah, 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 blah. Or it'll say image post, share a picture of you, and then write the caption about something inspirational, stuff like that. So I may use some pictures that I already have for stuff like that. I'm really just focused on all of the short form videos, like knocking those out today. I was just thinking another really easy way to get a lot of content would be, once you have at least somewhat of a small audience to where people, if you went live, would actually ask you questions or engage with you and stuff. So like if you had 0 following at all, it probably wouldn't work. But at least if you have a couple hundred followers, and if you went live, but to build it up and be like, hey, I'm gonna go live this day at this time, and any question that you wanna ask me, tune in. Because I know that I'm really good like talking to people in person or going live and answering questions. So what I was thinking about doing is this. Let's call it the ask me anything strategy. Basically, set your phone. So you would have to have a phone or a laptop with a webcam and a different camera. So if you use your laptop and that's where you're gonna go live, or your phone and that's where you go live, but then have your camera right next to it. It'd almost be like if the camera's right here and I'm wearing a mic and you're filming this for your content, but then the phone's right here, or like right here, and then you're live, and then people are just asking you questions, and then you're documenting yourself answer the questions live, and then you just chop it up afterwards. And like, honestly, if you get 5 good questions, that could be 5 different, pieces of content. I'm gonna try that like next week. All right, so we're in the front room here, production studio, backdrop. Got the stool with the big light. The whole room is dark. Here we go. All right, update. It's 9 o'clock. So we're an hour in. How many do you think we've done?
Wow, 20.
20? Holy shit. Yeah, guys. So a month of content don't take that long. Like I said, we're an hour in, 20 videos. And then plus, to make it easier to save time, you can do some pictures. So, like put outfit 1 on, film 5 or 10 videos, however many you want. Then also get some pictures of it if you have someone to take the pictures. If you don't have someone, you can do the self-timer one. Or it doesn't look as good, but you could always record a video and then you take a screenshot somewhere in there. I did that with like thumbnails for my face before. I think I told you about that, right? Where I just went and screenshot a bunch of YouTubers' thumbnails where they're making different facial expressions. So I put on like a white t-shirt. I just had a white backdrop behind me and I just ran through all the facial expressions, the thinking, the angry face, the sad face, the serious face, the pointing face, the smiling face. I just went through like 20 different facial expressions and then I screenshot it. So it was just one long video clip. And then I put a black shirt on and a white shirt on and then I think a hoodie and I made the different faces.
You can also get like one of those little clicker thingies for your, where then you could like have it in your pocket and then just press the button.
Yeah, so you can get the little clicker for your camera. Press the button and get the pictures. I've seen people do that. That's sweet, that's smooth. I know this one photographer, he used to always take sweet like shoe pictures and stuff, but he would always have the little button in his pocket thing. So now we're gonna move into the recording studio and hopefully film these last 10. Hopefully it goes smooth.
So just swapped in the new outfit?
Yeah, so new outfit, we're in the recording studio. This next idea was plug a lead magnet. So you may be watching this and you don't have a lead magnet, just place it with something else. Maybe you had a different idea, a piece of content that you wanted to do a week ago, just swap it out with that. The point is just see if you can create 30 pieces of content in one day. And if you struggle with coming up with ideas, use what she already did for you, where she gives you 30 ideas. And maybe you don't like every idea, so just swap it out. There's a few that we've been like, I don't really got one for this. Here, just ask me a different question. Or let's do something different. Yep. Okay, so let me know if you can relate. Talking to the camera, right now it's not that bad, but I feel so much better talking to a person and then having the camera catch it. So the other day I had Malik here holding the camera, filming me, then my wife was sitting on the couch. And I was talking about something that my wife wouldn't even care about, but I still said, hey, wife, let's pretend that you're a music artist. Will you just ask me how to promote your music? So she asked me, and then Malik hit record, and then I just naturally talked to her. And then I even feel like the video comes across more natural. So one thing to try is put the camera on a tripod, and if you have someone that's around, like you talk to them and have them be maybe next to the camera or somewhere near the camera. So trends can be a good growth strategy. I don't think that if you're trying to grow on social media to just 100% rely on trends, because I guess you can still have some sort of originality, but I definitely think that should be included in your content strategy. And I found this trend where this is an example of like being creative and like remixing something to where it makes sense for you. So there's a trend where basically it shows someone in the middle of the room and then it just shows them jump. That's it. And then it shows a close-up of the feet and then one of the ankles rolls. And so people are going to watch that. But then it's just the hand with a sock in it and it's holding the note. And so the ankle rolls and it shows the note. So I had seen a gym one and it said the note with the hand said stop scrolling, go to the gym. I'm in the studio here. So I'm going to write stop scrolling, go to the studio. Quick remix, that was filmed in a gym. Makes sense. This is going to be filmed in a studio. Hope that makes sense. So yeah, just get creative, remix. All right, so that took about 2.5 hours. We got about 25 short form video. There's a few in there that I'm gonna do as trending videos, like where it's just like a bunch of B-roll montage. It was, one of the examples was POV, you never gave up on your dream. And so I'm just gonna add the text at the top and then I'm gonna use a trending audio that's short, maybe 10 seconds long. And then I'm just gonna show a bunch of B-roll footage from my other content. But we're wrapped up here with shooting all this content. If you guys wanna see my exact step-by-step process on how I edit short form content, let me know in the comments. videos. And then also, by the time you're seeing this, I might have already made that video. So if I've made that video, I'm gonna put it on the screen here. But if not, until then, let me know in the comments if you guys wanna see me break down like my editing workflow. Also, let me know in the comments what future videos and topics would you be interested in seeing me talk about. Let me know down there. One last thing, if you guys wanna keep up with me on the day-to-day, I'm very active on my Instagram and on my Instagram stories. So that's Cracka_Lack. Also, you'll be able to see the short form content that we created today. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you guys next video. Cracka Lack TV. We out.